Alright. Anyway, let's head over to the door that I think is Annalace's. Entrust her feelings to her blade. Let's see if this is Annalace. I actually don't know if this is Annalace yet. We just assumed it was. Let's find out if it is or not. We're going to be the girl who entrusts her feelings to her blade. Is it her? It is! Let's go. Yes, yes. FF8 Sid's a pussy. Whatever, we get it. I don't mind. I don't mind that Sid's different, okay? He doesn't have to be the same badass in every game. He's an engineer way too often. He can be something different for once. I'm fine with it. I shall grant to you the memory fragment and my blessing. All right, let's see what Annalace was up to before she got swooped up on. I'm probably going to have to do a bunch of voices for characters we hardly ever see. She's most likely hanging out with the rest of her Bracer squad, most likely. Interesting. Wow, that's a surprise. Annalace? Who that is? Oh, it's the guy who runs this place. Oh, Lugrin. I'm too lazy to give these people who run these places their own voices. Is something the matter? It's not like you walk right up to the second floor without even looking at the board and sit quietly like this. You're not feeling sick from eating too much ice cream or something, are you? Don't be silly. I'm not a kid anymore, you know. Could have fooled me. I swear that you were the one who ate 3 full scoops first thing one morning and later had to go get some stomach medicine from Spence. Maybe my memory's playing tricks on me.
Let's all pretend that never happened, okay? Besides, that was back when I was a junior Bracer. That was forever ago. I learned my lesson after that, I swear. And now I never have more than 1 scoop each morning.
You're not supposed to have ice cream in the morning at all, you know. Well, no matter. So what have you been up to up here all this time anyway?
Oh, right. Well, you see, I got a letter from my pappy who lives a long way away this morning.
Really now? He's a swordsman if I recall, isn't he?
Yep, he's an instructor. He's real famous among sword practitioners, actually. Yun Kafai of the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade School.
Oh, yeah, that's the one. I was familiar with the name even before meeting you, but I was quite surprised to find out you were his granddaughter. Didn't he used to live here in Liberal?
I'm surprised you know about that. I can't say I have any memories of when he was here, though. It was around when I was born, so how could I?
That long ago, I see. That long ago? I see. So, how's he doing? Well?
Judging by his letter, yeah, he's doing fine. I haven't had the chance to meet him in person for about a year now. Last time we had the chance to spar, I felt like he was totally baiting me, even though he's like 70.
He really must be skilled to be treating an active bracer that way. Huh.
Huh? What's with that sudden serious face?
Oh, that's nothing all that major, but I've been wondering something for a while. Why do you stay here when you can join him?
Sorry, I'm lost.
Well, it's just that you're aiming to improve your swordsmanship, aren't you? Feels like if you have a grandfather like that, the fastest way to do that would be to go with him and polish your skills at his side.
That's, well...
Suppose it's not my place to be telling you what may or may not be best for you. Sorry, Annalace. You needn't pay any attention to an old man like me.
No, that's not true at all. I really appreciate your advice, so please don't think it's not your place to give it. I can definitely see where you're coming from on this. I do have my reasons for being here and all. They're just a little difficult to explain.
Oh?
I do want to learn more about swordsmanship and swords in general. So in that sense, you're right that continuing to train under Pappy would be both the best and fastest course of action. But that's not all I want to do with my life. I want at least as much, if not more, to know more about what it means to be a bracer. I guess it's a case of wanting to learn more about swordsmanship as a bracer rather than as a swordsman, if that makes any sense. Am I even doing a good job of explaining this?
No, I think I see where you're coming from now, actually.
Besides, Pappy once told me that he taught me all of the technical side of swordsmanship, forms, crafts, and that kind of stuff already. Whether I can master them or not is all down to me now. So in that case, I feel like there's no specific need for me to train under him nowadays. Of course, whether I'm really advancing my swordsmanship now is another issue entirely. I wish I could say for sure I was, but...
I see.
What's with the silent treatment all of a sudden?
Oh, it's nothing. You're just not really one for these kinds of serious discussions. So I was impressed to see you were even capable of them.
Hey, I am so capable. Besides, you were the one who kind of pushed me into talking about all this stuff first.
I'm glad I did, too. Anyway, getting back to the point. What did the letter even say, anyway?
Oh, right. Well, as surprising as it is, it says that I should go and see Cassius Bright.
Cassius? The one and only?
Yep, that's right. Supposedly, Pappy was invited by the Royal Army to be a guest instructor at some point a long time ago. That's what he trained Cassius too. So ever since, they've had this kind of student-master relationship with one another. Cassius even went out of his way to go and see him 10 years ago when he decided to stop using his sword too.
10 years ago? That would put that around when he left the army and became a bracer then. What exactly prompted him to tell you to go visit Cassius now, though?
Well, I guess he only just recently found out that Cassius has returned to the army. So now he's wondering whether he might take this opportunity to take up the sword again.
Gotcha. He wants you to go and ask for him.
And let him know what he says, yeah.
I see. People really do end up connected in the strangest places in the funniest ways.
Ha, tell me about it. Anyway, that being said, I kind of have a favor to ask.
You want time off, I assume? Well, who am I to say no? You've got good cause to have it. I can't even get in touch with the army, I can even get in touch with the army and set up a meeting with Cassius if you want.
Really?
Really. Go along and get that truth your grandfather wants for him. But in return...
In return?
I want you to take care of every single one of the monster extermination requests on the board first.
Every single one? Aren't there like 5 of them right now?
Sure, but the monsters in this area will be no trouble at all for you as you are now. They'd be less of a problem if Grant were around, but I had to lend him to the guild over in Rouen, and he's still not back. You're gonna have to pick up the slack here in this place, especially if you want time off.
Okay. Fine. Whatever.
So am I actually gonna have to do that, or is this gonna be part of the story?
3 days later. Whew. I'm finally here. Right on time, too. Okay, let's go bug Cassius.
Welcome to the Laced Fortress, bitches. Fortress, bitches. Huh? Can I help you?
Well, I'm Annalise Elfeed, a bracer with the guild. I've come to meet with Brigadier General Bright.
Oh, I see. I believe we've been expecting you. I'll pass on that you arrived then. You might have to wait a little while before you can meet with the general, though, I'm afraid.
Huh? But I'm right on time. Did something throw his schedule off?
Something must have. I can't pretend to know much more than you do. But the general's a very busy man, so it's not at all unusual for things like this to happen. Anyway, like I said, I'll pass on that you've arrived, but I'm going to have to ask you to wait out here for a while.
Sure, no problem. 3 days later. No, just kidding. This is taking ages. I hope the meeting isn't going to end up getting canceled or something. I really don't want to have to come all this way for nothing. I suppose if I can't meet with Cassius, I could at least go shopping in Grantel. They should probably be getting a new lineup of stuffed toys around now. I wonder which one I should get. Maybe a bear or a crocodile once in a while would be nice. A crocodile once in a while.
Excuse me, young lady. General can meet with you now.
Really? Holy shit. Awesome.
That's not him. Good day, sir. Thank you. And you must be Annalise, I assume?
Yes, I am.
Welcome to Laced Fortress. The general's waiting. Please follow me.
Oh, thank goodness. I seriously thought I was going to have to go home without getting to see him.
Terribly sorry for the wait. Well, please follow me.
You got it, sir. I'll follow that ass anywhere. Oh my god, I love a man in uniform. Oh my god.
Brought your visitor, sir. Very good. You may return to your duties. Thank you, sir. I'm really sorry about the delay there, Annalise.
Oh, don't be. I'm more than thankful you took the time out of your busy schedule to speak with me at all.
This is the least I could do for someone from my old line of work. It's been a while since we last met, though, hasn't it? You become a seasoned veteran before I knew it.
I'd certainly like to think I have. I can't have a stealth soar ahead of me while she's abroad, can I? This is just what rivals do.
So they do. I'll be looking forward to seeing just how much stronger the two of you can become.
You won't be disappointed.
Getting to the point, I was pleased to hear that old Master Kafai is still in good health. I believe it was because of him that you came here today.
Yes, that's right. I didn't realize you were an acquaintance of his before this.
I certainly am. In short, he's the man who taught me the way of the sword. That was over 20 years ago by this point. The first time we met was when I was back at the military academy, so I studied it under him. I still remember the harsh training sessions he gave me here at Leyston like they were yesterday.
Really? Is there any special reason you didn't say you knew him before? You knew I was his granddaughter, didn't you?
I did. By the time I first met you, I had long given up the path of the sword. It didn't feel appropriate in my eyes to act as if I was his student in light of that.
Oh, gotcha.
I haven't seen him in about 10 years, I think. He does write me on occasion, but how is he these days? Does he still have that same old vim and vigor?
Ha, yep. He really doesn't act his age at all. Still, if you'll let me get right to the point, the reason I came here is to continue the discussion he had with you like 10 years ago.
Oh?
To tell you the truth, Pappy still laments the fact that you left the path of the sword. That was why he wrote to me when he heard you'd returned to the army. He wondered whether you returning to the military means you are also ready to pick up the sword again. So this is it. He'd like to know directly from you how you feel.
I see. Well, it's a great honor that after so many years he still cares so much about an inexperienced and utterly lacking swordsman like me. And yet I'm afraid my answer is that I still have no intention of taking up a blade again. I shoot motherfuckers in the face now before I pick up a blade, bitch.
Can I ask why?
You certainly can, but I'm not sure how to put my answer.
This has always been on my mind too. I've always wondered what would prompt someone so skilled with a sword that they even gain the title Divine Blade to leave it all behind. And I don't mean to make light of your skill with your staff or say you're inferior. Nothing like that. It's just hard to wrap my head around why you did what you did, and there's a little part of me that can't accept it either. Especially now that you've returned to the army. Why can't you return to being a swordsman? Unless you believe that the staff is stronger than the sword after all.
No, not at all. I just believe a staff to be a more fitting weapon for me as I am now. Staves are a symbol of protection that are used more for keeping enemies at bay than cleaving through them.
You say that as if all swords are good for cutting and killing. That's not true. I fight because I want to protect things just like you do. As a swordsman, as a bracer, and as myself, are you telling me the swordsmanship Pappy taught me isn't going to let me do that? I'm sorry. I didn't ask for you to take time out of your day so I could come out and shout at you. But I can't accept what you're saying. Up until all of what happened here in Liberal, I'd never felt any doubts that swordsmanship was the right path for me. In the end, all of what happened just served to remind me of how powerless I really am. And now, I feel like no matter how hard I try, I'll always be a rookie. I'll never be strong enough to do what I want to do.
Now I see. Perhaps this is fate. I see Master Kafai hasn't changed one bit. He's the same firecracker he always was.
What do you mean?
I'm afraid as I am now, I'm not able to answer the questions you're asking me. But I know someone else who can.
Oh yeah? Tell me about it. But anyway, welcome to the stream, Frog. Welcome to the stream, Drew. How you guys doing? Welcome in. Sorry I was ignoring you. I was reading the rest of that till the end of that conversation. But welcome in, guys. What's he planning to do out here? I really want to know who he called, too.
Ah, there you are. Are you all ready to begin?
Indeed I am. I never expected to have to wear this uniform again, though. Especially not so soon. I'd almost think you enjoyed messing with people.
I'm not doing it to bully you. You know as well as I do, your usual work clothes aren't well suited for this kind of thing.
It is him. I was like, it's gotta be Sid or whatever his name is, right? You're Colonel Richard. Oh yeah, Dickard. That was his name. You demand satisfaction? Well, you're going to get satisfied today, Drew. Anyway, this guy's voice was kind of like the pompous, douchebaggy voice, like, I realize this may sound a little silly coming from a man wearing this uniform, but I'm no longer a colonel, young lady. Sorry. So, Mr. Richard then? Or Alan?
You can call me whatever you wish, though no need for the Mr. meanwhile. No need for the Mr. Meanwhile, I believe you are Annalise, a senior bracer with the guild.
You know me?
I'm not the former commander of the intelligence division for nothing. I know about all the bracers of this country.
I see. But how did you end up being here?
Actually, Richard was who I was meeting just before I spoke with you.
Really?
In short, I've decided to start up a new research company as a civilian. So while I may not be a part of the army anymore, I can definitely see myself continuing to need to work with it in the future. So I decided to come here in order to discuss the matter with Cassius in hopes of maintaining a good relationship between us in the future.
Oh, I get it now. Wait, is the person you mentioned earlier?
That's right. I want the two of you to fight one another. Fight, 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 fight.
Wait a second. This is all of a bit sudden, isn't it? Especially if I'm going to be fighting the famous Colonel Richard.
Is that so? You don't know the answer to the question you asked me earlier then. I believe any doubts you have towards swordsmanship can only be dispelled through using it. Focus not on whether you win or lose, but on pouring all you have into the battle, and you should find the answers you seek.
All right then. Time to throw down, bitch. I'm not sure I'll make much of an opponent, but I'll do what I can.
It's not every day that one has a chance to test their skills against the relative of the 8 Leaves school's founder. I'm eager to see what you can do. Begin.
Right.
Oh, shiz nuggets. Here we go.
The real battle begins. You really want me to answer your fucking question, would I smash Adea? That was a question for me, FML. I mean, if you dressed up as Adea, would I smash? No. If somebody else dressed up as Adea that I would be willing to smash? Yes. The answer is yes. Alright, anyway. Let's fuck this bitch up. What do I want to do to this guy? Fallen Leaves? Attack delay, bitch. Oh, this is not going to end well. Can we do more damage than that? This does not feel winnable after that. His damage was too strong. Man, I'm almost tempted to use the pedal dance. Fucking A. See, is he weak to anything? Not weak to any elements. Aerial, water, earth. I don't like any of these moves. Let's try this one. Lost Mobius, bitch. Wow, even that didn't do shit. That was fucking lame. This is winnable? Oh, it feels winnable. It just feels overwhelming. Let's just use 8-Leaf Blitz again, I guess. Like, I kind of want to use my buff. My regular attack is not worth it, though. Shit. Oh, the reason why I got hit for 4,000 because it was a Zestcraft? Okay, that makes sense, actually. Still. That was a big boy hit that I did not appreciate. I'm going to run out of freaking... Oh, my God. I'm out of EP already. I shouldn't use that 100 EP move. I'm going to lose just for that reason alone. You know what? Nah. I really fucked up. I really did. I'm gonna take the chance right now. Pedal dance. Here we go.
Damn, he got 2 turns in a row, though. I'm gonna heal right now. Then hit him with another 8-leaf blitz. Biatch. 8-leaf blitz. Dum da dum dum. 8-leaf blitz. Dum da dum dum. Alright. Oh, I ran out. That was all I had. Shit, I'm gonna lose. I lost because I wasted my fucking EP on that one magic move. Damn it. Damn it. I don't have any healing moves. No. Sucks. Boo! That's fine. I could have won that if I paced out my EP better. It seemed futile at first, but yeah. Am I aware that I'm getting fucked up? Nah, Drew. Thanks for letting me know, dude. I didn't notice. Ow, 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 ow. I should have known I'd stand no chance. I'm amazed by just how well you did to fight, though. All right, the victor is decided. Sheathe your blades. So, Annalise, how did his swordsmanship appear to you?
Well, he fights using the 8-leaf school's 5th form, Morning Moon. He's made a few changes to the standard form, but it's largely a style based around sword drawing techniques. Well, okay, I noticed a bit more than just technical details like that.
Huh. What did you notice?
One thing I realized while fighting him, Richard swings his sword as if perfectly synchronized to my breathing. The second I go on the offensive, he reacts without fail. In that sense, it feels like his swordsmanship is much more defensive than offensive, I suppose. That defensive stance matches perfectly with the form he uses in combat, and the result is very natural, very powerful swordsmanship.
Oh ho.
What I can't work out is why you're so focused on fighting defensively to begin with. I mean, I assume it's because you want to protect something, but what?
Annalise.
Yes?
I wield a sword for but one single reason. That reason is to protect this country.
Oh.
Everyone at least has something that they wish to protect in this world. Perhaps that is a person, such as their family or loved ones. Perhaps it is a belief or ideology that they hold dear. And just as the things we seek to protect are different, so too are the ways we choose to do it. In my case, the way I choose to protect that, or protect what I care about, just happens to perfectly suit the defensive swordsmanship you noticed. Although I can only imagine how comical it must sound to hear a criminal who threatened this nation talk about wanting to protect it.
Well, not really.
Richard, you... Please don't say anything, General. Her Majesty may have chosen to pardon me for what I did, but that doesn't make those crimes simply disappear. Still, just as your desire to protect liberal remained even after leaving the army, I can't completely turn my back on mine. It was so that I could do so that I resolved to leave the army even.
It was?
You see, Annalise, to me one's position in life is just a means to an end, a way in which to achieve whatever you wish to do. I think that's true for one's choice of weapon as well, wouldn't you agree?
Well...
What's important isn't what weapon you choose, but what you use it to do. What inspires you to take it up and use it to fight. The reason I chose to put my sword aside and take up a staff is those feelings have changed. That is all. So, Annalise, any more thoughts?
I should just use my sword in the way that best fits me to do what I want. That's what you're trying to say, right?
Sure is. You beat me to it. You're Master Kafai's granddaughter, all right. Very quick to catch on to things.
I'm just quick at forgetting things, too, though. Like, I totally am going to go eat 3 scoops of ice cream right now, even though I know I should eat 1. But I finally get where you're coming from, though.
Really? I'm happy to hear that. Could I ask you to pass my answer on to Master Kafai, then?
Consider it done. I'm sure he'll understand.
I feel I've learned a lot today from having the opportunity to face off against you. I do hope I'll have the chance again one day.
So do I.
You'll both have to make sure you don't neglect your training, then.
Of course. I wouldn't dream of giving it any less than 100%.
Okay, then. Is that all, folks? Nope, not quite. He just wanted to protect his dick, or maybe his neck, per the Wu-Tang Clan. Protect your neck, playa. Anyway, really? Sounds like that was quite a fruitful experience.
It sure was. I'm guessing this was Pappy's plan all along. He knew exactly what would happen if I went to ask Cassius what I did, and that's why he asked. I must have sounded a little unsure of myself in the last letter I wrote him.
I see, like master, like pupil. Incidentally, while I hate to spring this on you before you've even had a chance to settle back in, a lot of work built up while you were away. There's even a request from the mayor, too, so I really need you to get right on it all. Ah! If anything, you should be grateful. All this work will give you a chance to refine your skills with that new mindset of yours, won't it?
Ha! That's one way of looking at it, sure. Whatever. So, Pappy. Well, I bet you knew all along. It looks like Cassius has no intentions of taking up the blade of the sword ever again. But thanks to seeing him, I ended up being given a chance to re-examine my own swordsmanship. Up until now, I thought it was all about getting stronger or faster and things like that. But now I finally realized that's what's far more important than either of those things is why you take up your sword in the first place. Your feelings. I feel like now that I have feelings, because before I didn't have any feelings, I finally understand why I was never able to defeat you. So no matter how many times we fought, I might not be the best student in the world, but I'll keep giving my training all I've got. Love, Annalise. P.S. I'm gonna kick your ass next time I see you, old man.
And that's the end of Swordsmanship, the side story. All right, good stuff, good stuff. 5K Mira. And that is all, folks. Moving on. Part of me is kind of tempted to go do the Lucia door also. Because as soon as we get the next character, may it be Estelle or Agate, I'm kind of tempted to just go do it. I believe hers was a moon door. Silver locks. That's her. Because if the next character is Estelle, we're going to be stuck doing even more because we have two with Estelle that I know of. One's just for her and the other one's with her and Josh, I think. Like the girl who loves to fish and then the girl who is whatever and her dude that admires her. Pretty sure that's Estelle and Josh. So anyway, let's do this Charizard door. If I go back and fight, what's his face again? If I beat him, I get a cool item. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I'll think about it. I never did do the second Tita door thing. No, I did not, Frog. I still want to do that eventually. I'm not going to do it today, probably. What about the fish who... What about the fish who loves to girl? I don't know, Doug. What about him?